Straight four-man push through mid, and Aspas domes Kong.
This close hold from the side of EDG. Pop flash through the wall. The jump out. They're only able to find one as Simon will fall, and that's the cleanup as Smoggy dies. And there it is, immediately coming through. Kong not able to steady the aim. Doesn't manage to fall to Calm. Finds time to kill, but nobody. Quick to trade, and now Chichu finds Mazzino. One of the few remaining healthy players as Tex gets the swap over onto the Vandal. Chichu, however, Smoggy trying to draw some attention. Nobody swings out. Tex gonna be taken down, and nobody flushes Aspas out of back sight. Oh, Aspas saw a foot there.
Yep.
Mazzino at the same time able to find Smoggy. Aspas goes for it, tries to take the fight. Ends up losing his life, but Tex tries to hold things down. Mazzino turns his sights back for a brief little moment. Tex able to find another with that Sheriff, and now Simon flashing in a hand, nowhere to go but into the grave. Calm will take him down with the Hunter's Fury. Oh, and Calm outlurked. There's Aspas and Tex can turn their sights over to here. Bite gonna go, oh, not deep enough, but King makes up for that. Hunter's Fury now, trying to flush him out of Snowman, but Kong, he's the one out into the open. As nobody will get taken down, it is nothing but Chichu left. And he won't have the opportunity, I don't think, but he finds a solid first opening kill. He's trying to isolate and conquer, but King just continues to cheat out wider and wider. Calm holding that angle, finds the headshot immediately. One of the rifles now on the floor, clear out some of that util. Chichu got to fall. Rushing his way over towards his A side, just 13 seconds remaining as Kong is trying to draw some attention, trying to open something up on the opposite side of the map, but Aspas, he'll be good to basically bring this round to a conclusion. Takes out Simon. Smoggy will get one, but ultimately, Leviathan, Lev very convinced that this is going to be B, and they would be correct about that. Shots through the screen, and Kong does come away. It's starting to fly. Aspas up in hand, seeking a target so far. Smokes are keeping them all obfuscated. Kong able to find a second, but Mazzino takes out nobody. Mazzino takes out everyone! As Simon and Smoggy all fall to the wayside. Now, it's just Chichu left, and not for very long. Looks like nobody will go ahead and sack himself to that. No double detain, as well as Smoggy is forward in the pit, just staying hidden where possible. And Mazzino, he catches it straight onto Smoggy. Kong will be able to put down King, but Aspas with his own knives is starting to take things down. Swap over, Aspas a little bit faster on the draw. He's out to safety, and EDG still no closer to putting this spike on the floor. To cover his comrade, Aspas is back on a hard angle, and Kong is dead. Everything that they try is struck down. Chichu up on top of pipes, now going to be revealed. Does get a nice headshot there on the Tex, but there's still so much work to be done. With time dwindled, with weapons needing to be retained, Chichu and Smoggy will just hold on to these guns if possible, but Leviathan can certainly chase forward if they want to. Seems like they will allow it. Damage going to be eaten there, but still alive for now. Mazzino, however, going to be taken out. Simon able to find a stray headshot through the wall. Completely shut this down. Looks like they'll save it for a retake attempt. Kong able to find one. Push up into the smoke. Calm going to be eliminated. Aspas, however, still standing. It will fall to the wayside as Tex all on his lonesome. Nobody trying to hold the line here. A couple shots going to be going wide. He dances around that Sheriff, but Aspas eventually on the repeat is able to find his mark. Simon similarly taken down. John threats into the back of sight. Take Chichu down to 22. The peek out from Kong. He's instantly dead. Chichu now trying to desperately hold as Smoggy swoops in from behind, comes to the rescue, finds him. Chichu now with three is Smoggy. Cuts his way out. Oh, a brief little spot. Takes out Tex. Taking away whatever util they have left as he swing onto the corner, and Cobb catches them unawares. Cleans up two. Orb going to be grabbed, but Smoggy strikes from behind.
Spike down A.
Interrupts the plant. Now
30 seconds left.
they have to be pivoting back and forth. The one to try to hold the line first, but Smoggy catches King out into the open. Time starting to tick. They swing in, and Smoggy collects them both. Retake now. Getting ready to come through, but Kong finds an opener. Aspas going to be on the ground. The Guardian now passing hands as Tex picks it up. Fragment into the back. As Tex going to be flushed out into the open, and Chichu, it's enough of an angle for him to go ahead and collect the kill. King trying to hold the line, finds himself a second. Mazzino gets the other. And now King is trying to conquer them all. The half hold. Chichu, though, pulls off the defuse, gets the headshot, and says, no thrifties today.
Pivot, potentially.
Smoggy, he's slipped the net a little bit, drags across, managing to find the headshot, but does he suspect Tex from behind? He kind of does, but still ends up falling. There's a jump out, and Kong punished on the jiggle, just trying to get that recon out towards Snowman. Kong shuts down those hopes and dreams. Recon quickly going to be cleared out, but Kong now repeats from the flank, and Aspas is not ready for it. Knives going to be a little bit whippy there, but it doesn't matter because Chichu in position. Go ahead and collect one. Shorty now in hand. The flash, he's blinded up. Aspas, knowing that Kong is tucked into the corner, swings out, does find Chichu. Takes him down, but now the counter Hunter's Spear on the opposite side. The push up onto the corner, the shorty. He takes him down. Aspas dead. Weapon swapped. Vandal now in hand, but they still have to deal with King. The shorty at the ready, and Kanka gets the fadeaway double pump. Calm is dead, and we are all tied up 9-9. Drone doesn't quite get the spot there on the Smoggy. Maybe it turns back. Either way, he's still stagnant. Now strike, but oh my god! The flick from Aspas is absolutely disgusting. Smoggy now dead. The potential for that pin taken away. Aspas resurrected for a moment. Does find two. Mazzino, weapon in hand, puts it to good use. Chichu, Simon, both going to be taken down. Dash at the ready, moves up into the cold, recovers the weapon, looks for a little bit more. My god, for a second I thought he had it. 1 for 1 so far. Kong sticking around, lingering, gets rewarded for his patience. Smoggy, even if he just comes away with one, he might just be able to get both though. They're rushing forward. They think that he's gone ahead and evacuated. Now he strikes. The spike, Panther, absolutely dead. Time gone. Calm is not checking for this now. The swing getting ready to come through. Guardian scooped up, and King does manage to find one. Nice pull. Gets a spot, but King gets the shot, takes him down. Chichu pushing forward. Tries to bail them out. 8 bullets remaining here in the mag. Mazzino running away, just slowly walking out. Chichu, when does he make the call? When does he try to go for the defuse? He's right above him. He's making noise. He spotted him for a brief little moment. He's trying to spam him out, and he will, but he just cannot get that defuse. Ready to go ahead and strike. All eyes focused on the site itself as nobody holding close finds the first. Hunter's Fury is available, but he's in such a poor spot, but now Chichu strikes! Cleans the boss, Tex dead! The push up into the wall, King has been felled! A quick peek there from Mazzino, seeing nothing there because of the cove. Simon able to find one. Tex gonna be dealt with. Ping's coming down on the flank, but Aspas also felled. It's a 3v5 with King tagged low. Calm, however, managing to find one. Here flush against the pit, pushes up, finds two, as King and Calm both fall to the floor, and now it is all on Mazzino. But he's been spotted, dealt with, and it cannot happen. Repositioning though, and this is again, just a bit of a bait setup here. Calm can swing out, back yellow, now presence is known, and Kong is dead. Dash still at the ready, footsteps gonna be heard, the jump out, and Aspas finds one, Simon's gonna be dealt with. Felt like Chichu needed to win that fight over in Kitchen. Now all eyes are on him. Swings out and Tex takes him down. All odds against him. Look at a snappy headshot, but that's about as good as it gets. EDG will drop this opening round. Lev counteracting.
He's already stepping back.
Timing's about to be so poor for him. He's up over the top, but Aspas is not checking for him. Smoggy, however, he just spray through, finds another. Tex knocked down to 10 HP, and it seems like we're not going to be getting away with a clean victory in overtime for Lev. EDG look to reset as it's just King and Calm left standing. Spots out one, but Calm now dealt with. King finds the first, cannot get the second, cannot get the spike. 13-13, we go again. Chichu spotting one, but there's a swing out, but Mazzino cannot find the kill. Dashing away, Tex however holding close. Take Kong's head off, looks for a little bit more. Decides to tuck back, turret gonna be set up. Gets the punish there too. Simon gonna be spotted here in the corner. Aspas readjust, he just take out nobody. Smoggy will be able to come up with two here for his squad, but Tex finds three.
Try to see if they can deal with some of these EDG players. Smoggy.
Now this is all to this guy's Kong, who's about to strike. He saw one. Trying to spot them out, play it patiently, waiting for the moment that he's got line of sight with the teammates still falling around him, but there it is! Gets the spray down, Tex trying to go for the 180, but he cannot make it happen. The man advantage there, but this is still dangerous territory here for EDG. He's waiting to strike. Util in hand, cannot confirm the kill, swings out and somehow Calm does not finish him off. Mazzino now with everything to do to try to bring this map to a conclusion, but he cannot. Aspas here on the close right side. Goes unchecked for a brief little moment, but Kong still able to adjust. Finds that kill, but Tex finds a nice timing, peeks out, gets himself one, Kong gets another. And right now, it looks like it's not going to be any easier for them as Smoggy has everything to do. But odds are stacked against him, and now there's a cove in play. It's being watched, and he just cannot flush it out.
EDG does it great too, though. Both teams.
EDG losing out on an opening player. Aspas wise to it. Kong approaching from behind, but this time it's being watched, and the turret is set up there to go ahead and reinforce Texas position. Smoggy flushed out. Lev have been adapting on the fly. The pop flash sent Simon, only going to be good for one, and Chichu has been taken out with not a hope in hell. 4 players to try to work through, and he cannot get the first. 16-14 once again. Lev pushed to the limit on Icebox, but once again, they get the win. Smoggy, though, holding close there, ready for this. A little bit of damage going to be taken down, but a nice headshot from Ospas. Able to go ahead and flush out that Clo. Tex, at the same time, going to be finished off, so now the Cypher, not a worry. Chichu, blind comes through, but I don't think they've registered this position at all now. Mazzino desperately wanting Simon to go for the peak here at Waterfall. He does. Some damage. Kong on the swing, takes his head off with the classic. We'll be taking the lead here in pistols as well as on Lotus.
This time around, it's the Haunt. The Seize comes late.
Seize is in. Nobody's getting forward, trying to take some space here. Does get quite a bit of damage across onto Kong, but Ospas eventually able to go ahead and take him down. Fire now can be noted. Swing out. Mazzino going to be good for one, but Simon trades it back. The slide in. Kong unable to stabilize that aim. Ends up falling to the wayside. It's Smoggy. Weapon scooped up. A Bulldog now in hand, but 3 players to try to play against, and he cannot find the first. The Fade lurking here within the smoke. Kong pushes out. Does manage to find one. We'd love to not have to send the Rolling Thunder, but looks like he will just go ahead and do it. A solid timing, catching them both, and that should just go ahead and force the save. Simon fault line ready to try to intercept these players over in Waterfall. They know that there's going to be a couple as they push down off the back of the stun. Ospas cannot get out the safety. Chichu will go unpunished.
One enemy remaining.
Tex now felled, and it's just Calm left standing. His footsteps will be heard, and Simon draws down, delivers the headshot immediately. 5-1.
That round right there just fell right into EDG's hands.
Oh, well, Chichu going to be taken down off the rip. Showstopper, oh, the slide back from Kong. Reestablishes his aim. He's able to take out Mazzino as well. Carly hits the trap. Tex finding one. Smoggy not dead yet. Pops the ultimate to get himself back in, but Tex is just unassailing. Damage not going to be found yet. It's Boombot will lead the way up into the smoke. But Kong finds the timing, just slides right past it. The flash comes through. Here for the side of Kong. Smoggy is ready for the jiggle peek. This angle, though.
He's going to go for it.
It catches onto multiple players.
No way.
They managed to find the avoid here onto one. The fault line, the counteract. They managed to find the stun. And Chichu trades him back. Tex now going to be dealt with. The final 2 getting ready to join, working their way through the spawn, and nobody's going to be taken down off the rip, trying to scale forward, trying to get himself over towards drop. He ends up getting punished, and Kong is stricken by the Prowler, has his head taken off. The ping to reveal them all. Tex pushing forward, gets past that aftershock. Do they register this? Ospas will get full flash. Chichu on the peak, finding one, but no, they weren't ready for it. Tex finding one before getting taken down, and Chichu cannot hold the line. It's now all down to Smoggy. As that overhealing coming through, finds the first, nearly. Kong up top, wins out the fight. Kong going to fall, but they still have not scouted King. Do they anticipate that there's going to be somebody in this position? The answer is absolutely not. Simon caught unawares. Deals with the one player. Kong going to be taken down. Chichu just has not been able to flush him out. Now just 6 bullets. He's reinforced. Mazzino joins in the fight. Spray across. Mazzino getting tagged. Tap onto the spike. Looking for the counter spray through. And they manage to find them both. Smoggy just barrel stuffs Tex. Kong having to reroute. Slides around, but now comes over here towards water. Cannot transition over onto that second player. Mazzino scoops up the Vandal. Immediately finds value, but cannot get that Rolling Thunder through. Cobb spotted on the swing out. Goes for the fight, but Smoggy wins it out. Dodges the smokes. Smoggy dead. Ult now going to be popped. He slides back. He's just keeping him in sight. Tex deals with the other, but Smoggy swings back out from the same angle. If EDG read this one, because Chichu's going to be the first one to try to clash against him, and Kong sliding forward. He's able to find one. Smoggy similarly finding value off the frenzy. Kong kneeling with a third. Smoggy cleans it up, and Simon swoops in. Slide forward though, and Kong once again.
They have no idea.
The plant's coming through, silently creeping across the plant. Interrupted. His presence made known. Swaps over to the Sheriff. Down to 87. And he will eventually fall. Paranoia across the slide in. The Haunt revealed, and Kong does get taken down. Kong with a solid headshot. Is able to go ahead and bring numbers back to parity. Tries to get up onto the box. Has managed to find Smoggy before being taken down. For now, it's just the Spectre in hand. He's reading it decently well. Snappy with it. Readjusts. And the defuse will come through. EDG up to 11. They convert the bonus. They're on the Prowler for now. Simon again pushing his way forward here into the smoke. Paranoia crashes across, but already Smoggy finding one. Pushes out, looks for a little bit more, but he's got the ultimate to play off of. A peek in from Simon, a spray across. He finds one, but Ospas quick to trade it back. Ospas trading up. As now Chichu will be eliminated. Some wild spray, a reveal off the Haunt, and Ospas getting ready to strike from behind. The slow creep up. Ooh, Kong narrowly avoiding these pixels, but it seems like Kong is not registering this at all. But now, with the ult popped, he finds one. But his teammates can realize this, and there's nothing more that Ospas can do. He's out of line of sight. He's outdone him in every possible way. The Red Bull clutch as EDG get to map point. Does he just send him out? Simons doesn't need audio. Snaps in, finds two, looks for a little bit more. They line up for him, but he cannot take the shot.
No way!
Kong has spotted him out, but he runs out of bullets, and Tex swings the corner, finds that kill, but Smoggy shuts him down. And now it is Mazzino with no util, just a rolling thunder and a fault line. He knows that this is not a great position, and he will fall. Smoggy gets the final kill. 13-4, EDG answer back in a monstrous way. Tex just tucking back here for the moment, expecting this push out, but meanwhile, Aspas over in mid, able to win out versus Chichu, taking down the enemy ass, swing onto the corner, sends it out. King not getting caught by that, but does catch a bullet. Shots through, reveal coming down, push onto the corner, and Mazzino swung out wide, gets the tag on the one, looking for the concuss on the close left side. Trap wire gonna be cleared out, but the reveal is good enough for Tex to go ahead and find the shots. Recon right into the head of Smoggy, but Smoggy just turns his sights up towards heaven, managing to find that kill. Shot swinging out, Smoggy up over the top, collecting 3 and out. Just Aspas left standing.
EDG doing a great job here, anticipating the early pressure. Gun gonna be snagged for Aspas on the way out.
He'll take information away to try to get the advantage there, but Aspas dead right before he drops down off the top of the box. 4v4 for the retake as LEV try to establish some wild spray across. Kong willing to maybe give his life, but it's actually gonna be Simon who ends up falling. Paranoia now gonna be sent out. There's the Harbor. Ultimate coming into play. 2 players left standing. Stun, getting ready to connect here on the Chichu Smoggy. Tries to hold them back. It's just being pushed and prodded at every single twist and turn. Oh. Well, okay. I was going to say some wall bang shots there on Aspas. As Chichu up over the top, cannot find the first target. Mazzino strikes him down. Finds himself a second. Spike cannot be planted. And it's just one after the other.
Sure, a lot of you have seen that Smoggy highlight clip, but Tex just says no.
Yep, just sprints over top of the fragment. Seems like they don't anticipate this, but they haven't read Smoggy's position until that very last moment. Tex does get caught off guard as Chichu comes bouncing across the way. Grabwell pulling him around the corner. As King will fall, swing back through. Mazzino going to be good for one last, but now suddenly it's calm, and it seems like EDG have absolutely no idea. Tom finds the first one, but then he's caught with util in hand.
There's Hunter's Fury.
Well, there's the Hunter's Fury. Nobody getting tagged, and this time Calm will find some revenge. Unable to hear it on the opposite side of that wall. Now the reveal, but Smoggy on top of the box, going to be good for one. Mazzino taken down. Peeks up for a little bit more, and Simon just goes pushing into its back sight. Ping's coming down, having a solid. He's got him again.
Landed on him.
Definitely pinned him. That's the second time. Now they look for the clear up at Smoggy. Still finding one. Aspas though, point blank range, finds the other. The time, it's ticking. Aspas just trying to wait for it. Sets up for the cover, the grab, they're trying to deny it away. But the time is just ticking away. And Chichu will find the final 2 kills to get the Red Bull clutch, EDG.
Maybe Aspas might go for the play that Smoggy did over in VCT China, where he went up and around the edge. He is going to do it, but it's not.
An all-in gamble if he goes the full distance, but Chichu will snipe him out of the sky.
Reckoning here, though.
Base going to be taken, but King able to find one. The drop there from Calm, right before the Paranoia crashes across. LEV will find themselves a 5th as Mazzino finds Chichu at long last. Simon, the only one to retain a weapon. Still manages to get the recon out. It's going to be cleared. Pushes forward, now going to be concussed. Just staying sat here, hoping he does get spammed down. Shock dart, will be able to find nobody, but not before the plant comes in. Push up into the smoke, and Chichu comes to the rescue, keeps Simon alive and well. An attempt here at the no-scope, but they hound him down. And it's going to be a MasterCard thrifty for EDG to once again get within touching distance. Jiggle peeking, and the Kong clearly spotted out. Ponytail maybe giving him away either way. He gets tagged low, but still just re-peeks back in towards the site. Dodges out the shock dart, re-peeks, finds another. As Calm has to reposition, but Chichu is ready to strike, intercepting these rotations, these exits. He's now stuck, he will fall. But EDG will once again close that gap a little bit more. Flash sent Kong working his way in towards the back. Does he actually want to push this one? The answer is going to be yes. He lands right in behind Tex. Already though, Messi coming through. Is Mazzino going to be taken down? But Calm finding 2. The Hunter's Fury is absolutely monstrous. Recon comes in, the jump across, the spray down. Chichu, nobody together. The plant can now be made. Tex, once again, Sheriff in hand, good for one. As Aspas looks for a little bit more, but ultimately will be felled. Simon finding that kill. Wall coming through, and Simon bumping over to the Ghost is able to find one, but King will clear out the last 2 in LEV. He's not peeking in towards backside. He just has his sights set here on main. Catches a glimpse there on a Mazzino. Has nobody nearly caught with util in hand, but now the jig is up. Paranoia already set, but Kong play with a sliver of visibility. Finds one. Tex resets the aim. Mazzino up on top. Comes up with one. Kong going to be taken low.
King.
Reload has to come through, and King, yep, slinking in around the back. Shock dart avoided, head spotted. Calm is dead. The dash down, the drop. Mazzino low on HP, but the shot does not come through. Smoggy, however, catches it for a brief little moment. Plant's coming in around the back. He's going to drop down. He finds the kill, but he cannot interrupt.
Oh.
And now it's a 1v1. Right-click spam. He goes for the push, and Smoggy wins it. As Nebula comes up, just cutting off that line of sight. Kong now. Flash now sent. Forces out the dash. But they're still here. Chicho around the back. Caught as Mazzino comes up with the kill. Kong now trying to sit, but Aspas will strike him down. Just peeking in with the Outlaw. Finds its mark. Looks for another quick peek, quick shot, quick death. Smoggy eliminated, and now it's nobody all on his lonesome that he has to clear, but now sights turned, and Aspas catches him right in the rear. Swings back out, catches a glimpse here. Kong doesn't end up getting taken down, and Chichu somehow reestablishes the aim. Finds Mazzino. Simon dropping out of tower.
It's got to be a save almost.
It has to be now. It's just the operator left. Do you want to swing out and try to go for this one? Yeah, you absolutely do, especially when you hit the headshot and the op goes wide. Goes for the peak. Kong immediately sat down. So push up here from Mazzino will get punished. They don't see anything else on the back of this one. Seems like given the player count, the answer is going to be no, but King could just TP across the other side of the map. And Simon only going to be good for one. Time still dwindling. Hunter's Fury opened up looking for the interrupt here on the plant, but the plant still comes in. Chichu, however, spots out the final player. And he's already cleaned up 3. The re-swing, the re-snap. Keep himself nice and safe. Nobody moves forward here onto the side to try to reinforce. Calm now going to be spotted, but Aspas starts going for the peak out of heaven. Tex spotted, doesn't register that nobody's there. Does end up getting traded out as Mazzino finds another kill. Kong now so far forward in a committed position. Takes the off shot, cannot find it, has to swap the weapons over. The backside is being filled up, but Smoggy cleans up 2. Simon gets calm, and in the blink of an eye, the round comes to an end. Seems like nobody is reading this, though. Ice Shade in, but now the smoke going to be dropping, and they're both lined up, but Chichu answers one back. Drops down into the site. Tex swooping around, but it loses the timing. He ends up falling, and now it is just calm. Chef potentially collected. Now, panel on the floor, but time ticking. Simon is setting out the fragment to go ahead and ensure his demise. We are tied up. The jiggle peek near form. Aspas brings it through, but on the repeat, Kong comes up with 1. Calm now going to be taken down. Getting on a different angle, and he hits the shot on the updraft! Sniping Aspas out of the sky! Tex, though, barrels forward, up through main. The jump out of the smoke, though, and Kong takes his head off of the shorty. Goes for the peek, the updraft, the shot. Mazzino shuts it down. We're into a 2v2 as the spike gets planted. Some shots out. Chichu finding a first, and he finds them both! EDG! From Calm crashing across as Aspas goes on the hunt, but Simon gets the 90-degree turn and takes his head clean off. Man advantage now. Scaling forward within the cage, but he's been spotted, and nobody claims his life. Cold drops, King dead. Smoggy finds the kill, finds the follow-up, and now it's Calm on his lonesome, and he can't do jack. 13-11. It is history continuing to be made as EDG takes China further and further beyond our expectations, further than they have ever been before.